ever.
JD loves it.
Definitely one of my faves.
Yeah. Gets no better.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, two iconic figures.
With that song, when I hear it, Bruno Mars really killed the Lady Gaga song.
Yeah, is that the perspective?
I think so. It's more of a Bruno than Lady Gaga song. To me, that's just my perspective.
Sexist. Sorry, my bad.
It's live Morning Mess. Listen, we got your D-back tickets on the way right after 7 a.m. 4 tickets to get down tomorrow night. D-back's taking out the Braves. We got you. How you doing? It's your guy, Joey Boy.
What's good is JD.
And it's Sienna.
Sibling rivalry. What's your sibling rivalry story? Let us know. 833
730
6377. All these years, have you been beefing with your brother or sister? You just compete. Now, I've posted up a video last night. It happened last night. I've seen it. I witnessed it. I'm a product of sibling rivalry with my brother, younger brother, but it's happening with my two kids, my 10-year-old Cruz, 8-year-old Giabella. Cruz had a violin recital. I know all I talk about is Cruz, football, but he took up an instrument. I was very, very proud. Mm-hmm. I paid 7-8 years of trumpet growing up. I thought, that's why my kids game is just impeccable, JD. I thought he was going to follow in Dad's footsteps. I still got my trumpet at the house. Posted
really?
up. Yeah, I still got my trumpet. And he picked winds. Excuse me, he picked strings. And he wanted to do violin. I'm like, all right. So the recitals last night, we go. And I'm sitting there with my daughter, Giabella. You know, co-parenting is going great. So his mom shows up. We save her a seat. She's watching. And then Gia, somehow, she sneaks on the side of the stage. And you'll see it in the video. Follow me at Who's Joey Boy, and you will see Gia cannot stand that Cruz is getting the spotlight.
I love it. My little diva.
She's just not happy. She's just like, no, there's too many cameras and video. And Cruz, good job, Cruz. And you can see the video of Gia on the side of the stage trying to get Cruz's attention and kind of and people and the parents are laughing because they see what's going on.
Yeah.
They understand.
Is this the first time she's done something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much spotlight on Cruz. I mean, the damn kid has a segment on a radio show. He's a 10-year-old with a segment on a radio show. Mm-hmm. So I saw it happening and just sparks up the conversation of sibling rivalry. Do you have a story that you want to share of the ultimate sibling rivalry? Because me and my brother compete for the love of our mother. Happens twice a year. Mother's Day and her birthday. And you guys have witnessed it last year.
Mother's Day was very intense last year, yes.
We called my mom. She had no idea she was on the radio. And I asked, do you know what was Spank? We call my brother Spank. Spank is getting you? Oh, I think he's sending me edible arrangements. Oh, that's cute. Are you still not really eating fruit, though?
Wow, just instigating it?
Yeah, I was like, they kind of die. Just go. I was like, what's your favorite, meal, Mom? Like, what you into? I love this one spot, this sushi spot near the house. Mom, I'm getting sushi ordered to your job. And I know they like this Cuban restaurant, so I sent dinner. I beat my brother on Mother's Day.
Yeah, I know. You crushed him.
Crushed him.
Yeah.
So the sibling rivalry with me and my brother of my mother's love is real. So, guys, do you have sibling rivalry while we wait for some phone calls?
Yeah, so I actually do. My brother, he's very quiet. I think you guys met him once, and you probably don't really remember him. This was when I first started the show.
If he walked in right now, I have no idea that was your brother.
Zero clue.
Well, you'll see him again tomorrow for my husband's birthday party, but... Yeah, we got married about 5 months apart. So when I selected my date, I feel like there was a little rivalry of how I was trying to take some of the attention away from his wedding because only getting married 5 months apart, there's still the bachelor and bachelorette parties and a lot of that overlapped. And so there was some sibling rivalry there, but it wasn't intentional.
Y'all were getting married at the same time?
Yeah, so he got married.
What a nightmare for your parents.
It was October of 2021 he got married, and then I got married March of 2022. So, again, 5 months apart.
This girl, JD.
I never knew that.
Me either.
Yeah, I wanted to get married in the spring, so that was
I would have been upset if I was your brother, too.
Oh, my gosh. How incredibly selfish are you? That is the most selfish thing I've ever heard.
To have a wedding date that I wanted? Okay, call me selfish. But, yeah, some things overlapped. There was a little tension here and there, but it all worked out. We got married, and it's been 3 to 4 years.
Who had a better wedding?
I did.
I was going to say, you're competing for, who's going to have the better wedding. That's crazy.
Sorry, Josh, but I did.
Wow.
Yeah. JD says you didn't have a real wedding because it was just in your backyard.
That's true.
Yeah, but we turned up, and that's all that matters.
Where was his wedding?
It was at an Airbnb type thing. It was also on a ranch.
So
at a ranch.
It was kind of at a ranch,
way better.
Too. Yeah. Mine was on a ranch as well. See, sibling rivalry.
That is, I've never known that. Yeah, that's a great story. Can you imagine if you're the parents, what a nightmare that is of just damn, they're getting married at the same time. We got to save a little money and we got to make sure we're fair whatever we buy Josh, right?
Yes, Josh.
We got to buy him like the equal amount of gift for Sienna. Oh, God.
Yeah, and then if your parents don't cry the first time, but they cry the second time, does that mean they don't like your spouse the first time? I mean, there's just so much going on.
Yeah, and then we were in each other's weddings. So for the bachelorette parties, the bridal showers, we had to be at each other's things, make sure those things didn't overlap. But
That's expensive. That's an expensive few months right there.
yeah, it was a little stressful, but we got through it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So you got a better wedding, you think?
I think so.
If we were to ask your parents,
I think they'd say mine.
okay, I found the bow. We got to call your mom or dad. Who had the better wedding?
They're not going to admit it.
Yeah, they
Come
will.
on. Yeah, they will.
Someone will.
They're probably always listening. Theo, Bobby, Steph, we love you. We need honesty. We're going to get a hold of you. You guys call each other or you guys jump on the phone together. We're going to ask who had the better wedding, Sienna or her brother? Because that's the ultimate. I've never heard this story from you.
Yeah, I kept it in the chamber because it was a time.
Cool.
Come
Thanks
on.
for keeping it in the chamber. That's what we call content.
For 24 hours, we're trying to think of that is great, though. I'm putting myself, if Cruz and Gia, who are very close to age, like probably like you and Josh,
Yeah.
if they had wedding at the same time, that's so much pressure on a parent to be like, make sure we're fair in the money we put in and attention we give.
The wedding gifts.
The wedding gifts.
Sure.
I mean, in my defense, my brother was with his girlfriend, now wife, for about 8-9 years. So he had time to propose to where he could have got married years before. So there's that.
But who proposed first?
He did.
See? He get dibs.
Unbelievable.
Oh, God. Oh, we're calling your parents. All right, we're going to talk to Sienna's parents who had the better wedding. Plus your calls, 833.
730.
I don't know if you could beat that, 6377. What was your sibling rivalry? The video's up at Who's Joey Boy. You will see my little girl, Gia, just screaming for attention, so we stopped paying attention to our brother, Cruz. It is getting real. I'm sure Gia's wedding with Wee Boy.
What up? It's JD.
And it's Sienna.
We're talking about sibling rivalry as my son Cruiser has taken up the violin all season for his school. I thought he was going to play trumpet like me growing up. He played violin. His recital was last night. We had him miss football practice. He made the big boy choice. We were out there. Co-parenting was awesome. His mom showed up. I showed up. We're there with his 8-year-old daughter. Or his 8-year-old sister, my daughter, and she sneaks on the side of the stage trying to get all the attention from Cruz. The video's up on my Instagram at Who's Joey Boy. It's cute, it's hilarious, but you could tell my son was annoyed that why? She's just competing for the attention. So I bring up sibling rivalry. Think about your brother and sister. We just got a call that a girl that just realized that her sister hates her.
Yeah, which is an unfortunate realization to have.
She's like, I'm listening to your show, and I just realized, yeah, me and my sister do have an issue, and she hates me. And I just realized that. Sorry, I didn't.
So good.
We didn't want to kick off your weekend like that, but it's good to embrace and realize.
Yeah, self-awareness, right?
JD, I know you have some. You don't have any brothers.
I have no brothers. I have one sister. She's 2.5 years older, and I'll just get right to it. As we were growing up, we always competed about who's the better Christian because we grew up in a religious household. So we used to go to Awana. Do you guys know what Awana is?
No.
So Awana is like a weekly youth group that you would go to, and they would give you these books, and you would memorize Bible verses, and you couldn't go into the next level. It's basically like karate, almost. I would say
What
like
the hell?
you go into the next belt, but you would get patches, you would get all these
Is
things.
it a cult you guys were
It's
in?
Yeah.
not a cult, no, but like I don't know if it's a California thing or if they still have Awana, but it's kind of like Boys and Girl Scouts, but for Bible stuff.
Interesting.
I'll have to dig up some pictures, but inevitably she did win because she went to a Christian university and I went to ASU, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we used to compete all the time. It was a very real rivalry who could memorize more Bible verses to impress my dad, who was the pastor. Oh, of course, you have this music ready to go.
Competing to you a better Christian. That's amazing.
I know.
That's good.
Like,
though.
no, I know that I love God better than you.
Praise the Lord.
God's favorite.
Yeah, who's the better Christian and, who's the better pastor's kid?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if I have my kids compete, I like that competition.
Yeah.
You're studying the Bible more and stuff like that. That's funny.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to get a hold of Sienna's parents because she shared earlier that her and her brother, difference of age of you and your big bro,
We're 5 years apart.
5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got engaged at the same time. So obviously, what a headache for your parents is to see how much money we're putting in for Sienna, her brother Josh. You gotta, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, we got married 5 months apart. He was October 2021. I was March 2022. So there was a lot of overlapping and conversations that needed to be had during that time.
They were competing for their parents' attention. We're trying to get a hold of your parents, say who had the better wedding. Let's just get down to it. You know what I mean?
We
I
want
guess.
answers. We
Yeah.
want answers too. I don't want like a political answer. I want the real.
You guys have to try to get it out of them because they're going to play the whole role of we don't have favorites, we don't choose, even though I know I'm the winner.
We're just going to play the role that you're not here.
Okay.
All right. We're me and JD will talk to. Who do you think is going to call, your mom or dad?
They might be together actually
Okay.
because depending on, they're probably together right now. So you can
All
get
right.
both of their perspectives.
Yeah, we'll tell them that we put you to the other room so you can't hear us. We're trying to get the real answer. You can't be mad, though.
I'm going to be mad.
Thanks
Don't
for the
get
honesty.
salty.
Yeah.
All right, we got one of our favorite morning messengers on the line. We got stalker Rachel from Peoria. Rachel, you got brothers and sisters?
I have 2 brothers and a sister.
All right. I know there had to be some sibling rivalry with your sister.
Okay, so I was like, do we? And I called my mom, and she was like, you guys always fight for attention. Like, one of us have to have more attention than the other, whether it be me wanting more attention or her. It's like back and forth with us.
Yeah, that's Cruz and Gia. They fight for the attention.
Yeah.
They want to be the spotlight. So,
I think it's just more of a at home or around family because, like, when I'm out in public, I am shy.
if you bust out a karaoke machine, you singing better than your brother or sister.
Just this past Easter, I had the microphone and the speaker,
Huh?
and my brother's like, give me that.
You're trying to impress your tios and be the favorite of your grandmother. That way you're in her will. Yes.
I'm the favorite anyways.
You
but
think
we're not
so?
gonna-
Let's be the judge of that. What did you sing?
New Kids on the Block song.
New Kids on the Block. Wait, depending, because JD is a very big fan of New Kids. What song?
I'll Be Loving You or Step by Step is my favorite.
Step by Step.
Yeah.
Step by Step.
No, day by it's not the.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, baby.
I thought you were singing the sitcom Step by Step.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That's corny as hell.
Day by day. Sorry, my Caucasian just came out.
Yeah. Step by Step. And what did your brother sing?
Selena song or something.
Oh, your brother wins. He's the
yeah.
favorite. Sorry about it. All right, so he picked out Selena. You picked out New Kids on the Block. Winner is Sienna.
Selena.
Selena, sorry. Your brother's the
All right,
favorite.
Ruben's the favorite.
Yeah, Ruben, we just figured it out. It took a while we got there. Yes, he wins round 1, but he won the battle, not the war. Okay?
Right, because the war's not over.
Mother's Day is coming up. You got to one up him with the Mother's Day gift.
Okay, if I'm going to be honest, with my mom, he's the favorite.
Okay, at least you acknowledge that.
Well, she admits it. She tells us all the time.
Yeah, well, Mexican moms are usually like that. They always cater to the son.
Yep. They always love their son way more.
So if he's going to sing Selena songs, you know what you do? You book a trip for you and your mom to go to, was it El Paso? Isn't that where Selena's from?
From Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. You got to go to Corpus Christi, get her to the museum, steal something from the Selena boutique, okay?
Got it.
All right. Have the day you deserve, Stalker Rachel.
All right, thanks. Bye, guys. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love Stalker Rachel.
Me too.
Too bad she's not the favorite child.
It's unfortunate.
But she's our favorite.
First
She's our
loser though.
Love Rachel. All right. Has mom or dad text back yet?
Yeah, we can get a hold of them.
Yes. All right. So we're going to call Sienna's parents, and me and JD are going to pretend Sienna's out of the room because the biggest sibling rivalry story we heard today was from Sienna. You and your brother threw a wedding at the same time, and obviously, what a headache for your parents.
Oh, how awful is Sienna as a child?
Like I said, I stand by the date I wanted, so
I'm sure you
whatever.
do.
Who had the better wedding? What constitutes the better wedding? I say the music. Who had the better music? Food. Venue? Does that matter, you think?
I go tears.
Tears.
How many people were crying? Like the real emotion.
like
Let's get to the
tears.
nitty gritty.
Ah.
What's in the corazón?
The what now?
The corazón.
Okay.
Why'd you add a breath in there?
You know,
I don't know. What the you just spoke, I think. All right, so we're going to... listen, man, the time is here. We're going to call Sienna's mom, trying to find out who the favorite sibling is. We're talking about sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry is real in my household. I posted up on my Instagram, @who'sjoeyboy, my son trying to do his violin recital last night. My 10-year-old and my 8-year-old jumped on the stage and started trying to steal his sunshine. Man, the rivalry is real. But that's nothing compared to Sienna's rivalry with her mom. I mean, with your brother.
Yeah, we got married 5 months apart, so obviously there was a little family drama and stress because with the timing of it all, it just overlapped, and yeah, we got through it though.
So we're going to call your mom, pretend that you're not in the studio because there's no way she's going to pick her favorite child with you here.
I know, you guys are just going to torture her, poor thing, because she's always very biased.
Here we go.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Morning Mess. Sienna's mother, Stephanie.
Baby girl.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So, Stephanie, we kicked your daughter out. We made her go on a coffee run really, really, really quick. We told her we were going to call you guys in 30 minutes, but here we are. So, only have like 2 minutes to spare, okay?
Okay.
So, we're talking about sibling rivalry, and we just found out that Sienna and your son, her older brother, Josh, had a little sibling rivalry, and it went up head to head as they were both throwing weddings at the same time.
Oh, yes. Believe me, it was very stressful.
That's what me and JD
You
were
don't
saying.
deserve that, by the way.
Yeah, you guys are great people. I would have been mad as a parent because Josh and Sienna give me like Cruz and Gia vibes, my kids, and man, they better not pull that, getting married at the same time. Anyways, JD, you had a big question.
I just want to know who had the better wedding.
And be honest with me, Stephanie, Sienna's not listening. Just in your opinion.
In my opinion, there was both best parts of each wedding.
No.